All right, so I've got a single person drill that I really, really like, and let's talk about why it's important, first of all. Okay. One of the huge mistakes players make is they're moving, 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 hustling, 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 and then they make this like massive stop to hit this ball. So anytime we're on the move, okay, what we want is paddle first. So if that ball is short, very, 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 very rarely are you going to be going up to it and picking it up with a backhand. It's very hard to do that off of that elbow. So as soon as you see that ball is going short, you're immediately going to turn to your forehand, and you're basically trying to reach through that ball and actually move through it. So it's kind of softly moving through the shot instead of hustle, 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 stop, and then we end up popping it up, flicking it, doing all sorts of crazy stuff with it, and we lose the point anyway. So what I'm actually going to do, just by myself, okay, I'm going to toss the ball kind of a little bit shorter, but I'm really working on moving with my paddle out in front, okay? So all I'm going to do, so it's a fluid movement I'm really trying to create. I don't want to hustle, hustle, hustle and stop. I can see my paddle, so I can go this way. I can see it, I can see it, I can see it, and now I'm lifting it. You can have a partner do it, toss it from the other side, so it kind of gets you going towards the ball in your direction. But here, you can control the speed of how you're tossing it. Okay, any direction that ball goes, I'm immediately putting my paddle and trying to move through that shot. Okay, that softens it for you. Okay, it doesn't have to be a big shot, it doesn't have to be a big swing. Now, at the same time, the big one is the ball goes up. I see these massive floaters. Okay? Someone accidentally hits it over. It's a weird defensive shot, or someone throws up a crazy lob and you're back here. Then I see the same thing, is they're running, they're watching the ball. Okay? Then they get their paddle up. Okay? We always want to practice moving with our paddle first. So the difference is I'm going to toss the ball up now and practice. I'm letting the ball bounce, okay, so I'm not trying to take it in the air. But what I want is the ball to be coming up. I want it at its peak as much as possible. I want to try not to let it drop down, because what happens is the ball bounces and then people let it drop. Kind of like a return of serve when it's a lob serve. You want to be able to always catch the ball at its peak, okay? So you can get super fun about it and hit it up and then go and chase it. Oh, I got out of shot there. That's how far it was. But here we go. I'm going to toss it, paddle up, and then push right through it. So I'm really minimizing. I've got my elbows out. I've got my hands away from my body. And I'm trying to really take that ball at its peak. Okay? This is super important from a fundamental standpoint. Okay, even if you're up here at the non-volley line, okay, and you see the ball coming up high, hey, even if it bounces in the air, the first thing you want to do when you see that ball go high is get that paddle up. So you're tracking the ball with your paddle. That's actually what's adjusting to the ball, rather than trying to line up your feet and get there. Doesn't matter if you get there if you can't get your paddle on the ball. So getting that paddle on it, okay, it's creating a little bit of a spike. You can push it down, you can push it up. You've got choices what you're doing with that shot. But this is good for your movement. It's good for your paddle and awareness of where you're at the ball. Again, do this by yourself. You can do it in your garage or anything. You can get on the court. You have so many choices when you're doing something like this. Movement and paddle control. Those are our key factors. Okay? Now, really, really remember, when we're taking that high ball, we want to try to take it at its peak. As much as we can take it up high, that's where we want it. We don't want to let it come up and then come down again. Up high and going forward. The ball's short. Now we're just trying to lift it from an underneath position. Okay? Good luck.